We run, we win. Hello guys, I'm James, the Christian take. Hidden death. Years ago I watched a television show and one of the characters had a skull on the shirt. It surprised me because I had been watching that particular episode for several minutes. You know, and it's like, I didn't even notice that this character had a skull on it. And I've been watching a television show on one of the online streaming sources. Well, I finished the series, but near the end of the series, another character on this particular series from another country, they had a skull on their shirt too. We're talking about hidden death. What is hidden death? Hidden death are things that are placed in life in certain areas that seem like they're cool, seem like they're okay, but really it brings up the concept of death. It brings up, say, for even the wages of sin is death. It promotes sin, which brings death. So whatever it is, it's something that seems okay, you know, but it brings up death. So we're going to talk about words, pictures, and music. Words. Crazy, sick, wicked. Have you heard these things? What does crazy mean? Christians, you ought to be using this word freely and loosely. Crazy is when someone does not have control over their mind. Usually deals with demon possession. A lot of the people who are in insane asylums deal with it's demon possession, demon oppression. It's not a joke. It's a spirit realm concept. It messes up the mind. For God's not giving you the spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. So you can combat that. But we shouldn't be saying, oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. Because when you say the word, it creates the reality of crazy. When you say, oh, that was sick, man, that was a sick album. Well, what's sick? Sick means sickness and disease. Sickness isn't simply death. So what does that mean? I mean, come on. Crazy is death of the mind. Sickness is death of the body. Wicked. Oh, that was wicked, man. That was a wicked trick they did. These words. Wicked, what does wicked mean? This is someone who's going against the King of Heaven, someone who's rebelling against the King of God. Wickedness, sin, that's what these words mean. Crazy, sick, wicked. I mean, come on. The spirit realm does not care the slang definition of a word. The spirit realm goes to the source definition of the word. So when you say that was a sick show, you know, whatever, the word sick, sickness, what does it mean? What's the etymology of the word? It goes down to a very specific reason and meaning that does not change. So when you're throwing the word, oh, how was the show? It was crazy. Or you play around with your friends. Man, you're crazy, man. Well, if they get that idea into their head and they accept this idea, what do you think? You're sowing seeds of death into your family and friends. And so you see, so don't use these words. It's very serious. Pictures, skulls, pornography, witchcraft. The spirit realm does not care if it's for fun, if you're trying to be cool, or it's art. Skulls, I mean, come on, like I was saying, the picture on the shirt. Well, what if this show is perpetuated, you know, syndicated around the world and millions of people see it? Well, what do they have? Millions of people see the skull on it. Just like one show we saw from Korea, it had John 3:16 on it. It's on streaming services right now today. And it's like the, you know, people are research, what's John 3:16 stand for? But the skull, what does the skull represent? Death. You know, the pirates, when you know, the Jolly Roger, I don't know why they call him Jolly, but the Jolly Roger on the pirate flag, that means death. The pirates are coming to kill people. Pirates are not cool, happy, wonderful people. They are criminals who kill people. So when you see the skull, that's one of the original usages of a skull. But now you see on, you know, skating clothing and cool stuff, you know, it's supposed to be cool, and you got, it's a skull there. Well, what's the skull represent? Death. You got a little skull years ago, they had it on poison bottles. It represents death. What's pornography? I mean, come on, you can't pass it off for art. We all know what pornography is. Pornography is anything designed to create sexual arousal. That's pornography. If you put that inside of a comic book and several pages later they're committing fornication, then what you just did was pornography. You can't even call it, you know, that. You can't call it art because the purpose of it is, you know, love, you know, lust and stuff like that. Witchcraft, come on, pictures of witchcraft, you know, the thing 666, guys, that's not a joke. 666 is not just some regular thing. It's the number of a man, it's the number of the beast. It represents witchcraft, rebellion against God. It's not just something cool. 666 on your I'm not gonna say, I've seen graffiti of that in the area, but 666 is bad. Witchcraft in pictures. Come on, guys. That includes motion pictures. Witchcraft, Wiccan, that is people who serve the devil. All witches serve the devil. There is no such thing as a good witch. The spirit realm doesn't care if it's just for fun. It doesn't care if it's just, you know, let's continue. Music, sex, drugs, murder. The spirit realm does not care if the artist says the song is just entertainment. Motion picture makers, music writers, people who write books, you can't just say it's for fun. The spirit realm doesn't care. The spirit realm does not care if you say that your music is just, you know, we're throwing sex in there because sex sells. Well, that's lust. And does the spirit realm care? No. Drugs, drug users, oh, we just blazed up the blunts. I mean, come on. The spirit realm doesn't care. Murder in the music. This is all hidden death. It seems cool. You talking about busting a cap in somebody, as they would say probably about 10 years ago. But what is that? You're giving the idea that murder's cool. It's hidden death. You're talking about fornication, adultery, you know, all forms of sexual immorality. Hey guys, it's hidden death, and the devil uses it because it seems cool and wonderful, but what does it do? It puts seeds of death. So if your child is listening to trash, come on. What do you think? Murder, the song's talking about murder, or the song's chock full of lust and sex. I mean, come on. Or pictures, for instance, skulls, pornography, witchcraft. It's not just cool. Hey, listen, if you got a daily, thing that comes into your email, and the girls, it's like, I don't want to say it exactly, but for instance, if the girls are showing off their, their bosom, like, oh wow, and they're zooming in on these swimsuits or whatever, hello? What is it? Don't call it photography, it's pornography, it's software. And then witchcraft is like, oh, it's just a movie, it's just a movie. Well, Satan doesn't care if it's just a movie if it's got witchcraft in it. Witchcraft is rebellion. And of course, words like crazy, sick, wicked. Come on, guys. It's hidden death. The spirit realm doesn't joke. Here's 3 scriptures. Be not deceived. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. What does that mean? Be not deceived. Evil communications, words, pictures, music corrupt good manners. It doesn't matter how great you are and wonderful. If you keep listening to and watching stuff that has death in it, it will open up the door to death in your life. Proverbs 18:21, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You play around with the power of death and life are in the power of the tongue. Words, whatever you're doing, death and life. What you love it, you eat the fruit of that. That means you keep playing around with it, it will manifest into fruit, and eventually destroy your life. Deuteronomy 30:19, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you that I set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life that both thou and thy seed may live. It does not say I called you heaven and earth to record against this day I set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. You can choose both of them. Stay away from death. It says choose life that thou and thy seed may live. So stay away from stuff. Don't be deceived just because it looks like a really cool shirt, but if it's got skeletons on it, stay away from it. I saw that just recently in 2 different stores. Skeletons represent death. You see a skeleton, that's death. Come on, so stay away from that. I love you. Thanks for joining me. Be blessed. Name of the living Lord King Jesus Christ. Live, move, be, like, comment, and subscribe.